Hi, for the first time on this channel, welcome to the Sprouted Homemaker. My name is Amy Gish and I'm so excited to have you here. Welcome if you are new, or welcome back if you are not new. I am happy to be back and I have lots of videos planned and I cannot wait to take you along on my life here in sunny Florida. That's not so sunny today, it's a little bit gloomy, but I'm very happy to be back. And we're gonna start today by making some breakfast. It is 8:45 in the morning, which is way later. We usually have breakfast at like 7:30. I've been up since about 6 o'clock, a little bit sooner. I laid there until 6:15, got up, did my outside time, which I'm gonna show you a morning routine soon. And then I did some weed eating in the yard. I watered the garden, I reset the backyard from where we did some yard work. And now it's time to make some breakfast. My goal for this is a breakfast flatbread. I would prefer to do a pizza dough, but that can take forever to rise. So we're just gonna do a flatbread that rises in like 10 minutes maybe, kind of version situation. And we're gonna do some sauce. I'm gonna do some Good Culture cottage cheese on it and some other cheeses. I think we're gonna do some cheese, and then we're gonna do eggs and tomato sauce. And I saw a recipe for this. Not following it obviously, because I never do. And use bacon, but I have some chicken and turkey sausage, so I'll use either one of those for this recipe. I have some eggs from my grandparents' house to use today. I try to use local eggs if I can, get them from my grandparents or my friend, but how beautiful are these? If not, I'll get organic pasture-raised eggs. And then I want to show you, I filmed a garden update yesterday and you'll see these in there, but look at these rampicante squash. I might saute these up because I love to have a vegetable with my breakfast, so we'll probably saute some of those as well because I want some veggies on there, you know what I mean? So let's get started on breakfast. What else did I want to tell you? Yeah, I just can't wait to show you guys along what's kind of going on. We are going to be going to Sam's Club this morning. We're going on a small little trip. We're going to go to Tennessee for a day or two, and then we need to be in North Alabama for my husband's like family gathering situation. So we're going to Tennessee just for a day or so to have a little bit of fun, go to the aquarium, that kind of thing. And then we're going back to North Alabama because it's only a couple hours away from where we need to be. So we're doing that. So I'm gonna get some snacks. And I wanna show you Amy approved Sam's Club snacks. And then I'll show you more than just like what I'm buying, but maybe what I would also buy at Sam's Club. So I'm excited to show you that, because what I'm eating now, just so you're aware of kind of, because you know I go back and forth all the time, but I'm pretty sure this one's gonna stick like forever because I've never felt this good in my life. Not even eating plant-based, I've never felt this good. So I just don't eat any ultra processed foods at all and no refined sugar. So ultra processed meaning that there are ingredients in it that I wouldn't find in my kitchen, that kind of thing, or have like multiple ingredients in it. So processed food like rice is processed, canned beans are processed, not that kind of thing, but ultra processed foods. And then refined sugar, so I'm doing maple syrup, honey, and then maybe on occasion some coconut sugar, but we're trying to keep the refined sugar gone. It's very inflammatory. I'm doing no fried foods, none of that. And people are like, oh, if you're trying to eat low, you know, anti-inflammatory, you should not eat gluten and you should not eat dairy. I do. I try to keep most of my gluten to fermented, like sourdough, things that I'm making, whole grain type sourdough too. And then for pasta, I make sure that it's organic, made in Italy, die cut, or bronze die cut. So anyway, I'm gonna make a whole video on all that kind of stuff. So that's not for today. What is for today is to get this breakfast pizza and show you around Sam's Club. So let's do that, and so we can get out because I know Sam's Club is gonna be busy. We're getting a Costco. Costco opens in literally 2 weeks. But I have a Sam's Club membership for another year or so, and I know Costco is gonna be super busy at the beginning, so we're just gonna do Sam's Club and then we'll do Costco later. But let's make this breakfast pizza, and we're just gonna wing it. I'm not gonna follow a recipe, but moving forward on here, recipes will have actual measurements. But this one I just kinda wanna wing, take it along. So welcome, I'm excited to be back. Probably notice I might look a little different too. I've lost quite a bit of weight. You cannot see all of me, but I have lost quite a bit of weight. And I wanna say it's on purpose because it is, but it hasn't been my main focus, which I think is what is helping. I'm just trying to eat better, live better, move my body more, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, well, I keep chatting. Let's make breakfast. So as you can see, I've got my KitchenAid out. We've got a dough hook attachment, and we're just gonna wing this bad boy. We're gonna start with some warm water, and then I just heat it up. We're gonna do this to about 120 degrees, 125. We're gonna need some yeast for this. I'm just using the baker's yeast from Sam's Club. I have this plastic baggie because I don't like the container it comes in. It should probably go in a sealed like container, but this is okay. So I want this to rise quickly, but not like too much. I'm gonna use, so 2 1/4 teaspoons is one package, by the way, in case you're curious. I'm gonna use around that. I'm gonna use just shy of a tablespoon of this active dry yeast. You need some source of food for it, so you need some kind of sweetener. So I'm gonna be going in with honey. This is a local honey. I think this one's from Crestfeed. No, this one's from Milton, right up the road. And you want about a tablespoon of honey. That looks good to me. And then I'm gonna use about a cup of warm water. And you want this warm, like where you can still stick your finger in it, because you don't want to kill the yeast with it being too hot. But also it won't rise if it's not hot enough. Okay, so we're going to put this in. And I'm going to stir it. And we're gonna let this sit for 5 to 10 minutes until it gets good and foamy. Okay, so now we've got a nice foamy mix. I don't know if you can see this. I'm trying to see where you can. Okay, so now that our mixture is nice and foamy, we're gonna start adding our other ingredients. I'm gonna be using some olive oil for mine. I'm gonna go with about a tablespoon or so of olive oil. We're gonna go in with a nice teaspoon of salt. This is Redmond real salt. And we're gonna go in with our flour. I'm gonna use some bread flour. So I did 1 cup of water. So I'm gonna need about 2 cups or so of bread flour, I'm thinking. We're gonna start there. This is King Arthur bread flour. This is kind of 2 heaping cups, and we're gonna start there and see how this comes together in the stand mixer. Okay, so I added about another 1/4 to 1/2 cup of flour just to make it the consistency that I wanted. I'm gonna let this rest for just a few minutes on the counter. Yeah, this is perfect. So this is about 2 1/2 cups of flour to the 1 cup of water. It feels really nice. Definitely smells very yeasty. I might could have gotten away with a little less active yeast, but it feels good. It's nice and stretchy. You can do kind of what you want with the dough like this is to be able to do the window pane test. It could probably be needed a little longer. That's okay. We're just gonna let it sit and just hang out in this bowl for just a little bit before we pop it in the oven. Okay, so we've got our pan ready here, and I've just sprayed it with some avocado oil spray. And then I made a cheese mixture. So this has good cultured cottage cheese. This has some yogurt that I made. It's just a whole milk yogurt. I will be showing a recipe for this in the Instant Pot when I make it again this week. This has some shredded cheese blend and then some Munster. It's this shaved blend here. I bought it from Sam's Club. And then some Munster cheese, a little bit of salt and pepper. Not too much because it's already salty. I've got a little bit of chopped tomato I had left over from last night. I think we're going to go in. I made this mushroom gravy situation. I think this would be really good on it. And then I've got some black beans that I just rinsed and drained from a can for some fiber. And then we have our beautiful eggs. I'm going to stretch out my dough to fit this sheet pan. So I just kind of start the initial stretch and then I work it, because here's the thing, you don't want it to get too thin. So I'm just gonna gently kind of like roll it with my fingers. And you can see it's kind of trying to come back. It's not kind of trying, it is trying to come back on me here. So I've got my oven on 475. You could do 500 as well. Gotta get these squashed. That's okay. Alright, so we got that. And then we're gonna take our cheese mixture. And we're just gonna go right over it and then spread it out. I added the yogurt just to thin it out a little bit. Probably could have done more. It's not gonna be super saucy. It's okay. You can always add more cheese on top. And then I had a small chicken patty left over from last night's chicken burgers. And I just chopped that up too because it was gonna, I didn't have anything to do with it, so we'll just throw it in here. These are onions and the chicken sausage. I'm adding things I know my family will like. I'm not going to use this whole can of beans, but I wanted a little extra fiber on mine. And protein, and it sounded good, so why not? So maybe like half to 3/4 of a can. I got just like half of a tomato. That's what I have left. This is great because you can literally use whatever leftovers you have in the fridge on this. And now we're gonna go in with our eggs. So I'm gonna make some kind of wells here. Push that back. For these eggs to just kind of sit themselves right in the dough. One egg. 2, 6. Oop. I'm just gonna salt and pepper. Alright, and I'm gonna put this in the 475 oven until it looks done. This is what it looks like, and we're about to cut it and serve it. I'm so very excited for this. It looks absolutely insane. So let's cut this bad boy up and serve it. Here is the pizza with the squash. It looks absolutely incredible. My husband went for the middle slice. Or the middle piece. Yeah. I'm so very excited about this. So I'm taking you into Sam's Club now, and we are starting with my absolute new favorite snack. If you eat beef, you need to get this. It's $20 for 10 bags, so $2 a bag, but 70 calories, 15 grams of protein, 3 ingredients, 100% grass-fed beef, vinegar, and salt. That's it. It's air-dried. It's delicious. I like these better than Chomps. I think they're a better value. They taste better in my opinion. They're not as dry. And these are Amy approved with really good ingredients in them. So I would highly recommend this. This is mostly just seasonings. And the price is pretty good too. Now this next product is a toddler favorite. Just kidding. This is pistachios. I'm trying these for the first time. They had the Wonder something brand that's super expensive. And these were kind of expensive too, not gonna lie. But these nuts I feel like I do a little bit better with than peanuts and things like that sometimes. So we're gonna get some pistachios because it seemed healthier than sunflower seed snacking. I did not get these, but I wanted to show you them. These are just dried pears. So of course it's going to be higher calorie, but it's got some fiber in there. The only ingredient is pears, and this is a USA company as well. So I would look into these if you like dried fruit. And the price was pretty good. This is a toddler favorite. I'm taking this on the road trip for sure, and he's gonna love this. And when we're at the Airbnb or just need a snack on the go, I monitor him very closely with popcorn, but it's such a good price. It's organic, olive oil, popcorn, and sea salt. That's literally all the ingredients. So I feel pretty good about giving this to him when I can't make him homemade on the go. I love these just in general. I'm going to take these with us to eat as snacks and for breakfast at the Airbnb and the family's house that we're staying at, they have regular kiwi too. These are a really good option too if you want to take dates. If you want to be a little bit more involved, you can take dates and peanut butter and have your little midnight treat. But this is my cart. I got some things not for the trip, frozen mangoes to make some frozen yogurt bars for him. I got some lychee, and I also ended up getting some organic chicken. I got some grapes for the trip as well. I love the lychee, and the blueberries are also going to be for the trip. The lychee were so good. I forgot how much I love lychee, and I just wanted to show this to you. So these are some things that I got at Sam's Club today. So that's going to be the video for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please do click subscribe if you're not already, and follow me on Instagram. It's currently at the Sprouted Homemaker 18, but I'm trying to close my other, the Sprouted Homemaker account, so hopefully it'll just be the Sprouted Homemaker by July. But right now it's the Sprouted Maker Home 18, the Sprouted Homemaker 18 on Instagram. So follow me there for more updates, and I will see you in the very next video. Bye.